Which means we're starting Ganondorf. Which also means I should probably check his badge market. Bump him up however much I can. Did just get a bunch of Essence of Icy Big Pose, so... I think I did anyway. Don't have Goron armor breastplates, though. Alright, before I continue with Stallmaster Wrist Bones, let's see if I can get an extra special attack gauge. I cannot. I'll take that, though. And that. Gotta find more Stallmasters. And that's all we can get there. And that's all we can get there. Okay. He does have weapons. We have a locked one. That's a 3,000... I think it's 3,000 enemies we have to defeat. His Rupees Plus is good. But I kind of want to unlock the locked thing. So... I think I can look at it. Nope. Okay. Well... I'm just going to leave it at level 1. I think that'll be fine. Anyway, when 3,000 enemies are defeated, we can hit 3,000 enemies, I think, in this one.
Link and his friends defeated Sia and her legions, returning peace to Hyrule. But that peace would be short-lived. At the moment when Link drew the Master Sword from its pedestal, he had inadvertently broken the seal on the last Spirit Fragment's prison, setting it free to unite with the others.
Hey, Jack.
His spirit made whole, Ganondorf was reborn.
I was gonna say...
Was to return to Gerudo Desert.
I mean, he was reborn before the fourth thing got to him. But if he wasn't, we just never draw the Master Sword and we're fine.
Imprisonment to serve him.
Link could do it with a regular, sword,
Triforce
I think.
And wield its full power. Knowing his enemies were approaching, he built a stronghold in Gerudo Desert for the coming battles. With
That means
and Girahim at his side,
we get a new map
was poised
because we haven't
to
played on the
conquer
Gerudo Desert yet.
The future was bleak for the forces of light.
I really like Ganondorf's design in this one. Am I gonna have Zant and Girahim too? That's cool. I'm gonna still probably mainly play as Ganondorf. I think they're going to. You are their master in both of their original games, so... Oh, I do have them already. Yeah, I guess I should do stuff with them then. But I want to make sure I get 3,000... I want to make sure I get 3,000 kills with Ganondorf, you know? So maybe I'll just send... I don't know, you know, they're moving on their own right now. I'm just gonna kill things. We'll see what happens. Hey, you. Die. Ganondorf is fun because he hits hard. Like he hits like a truck, but he's also not a slow heavy hitter. I mean, also, like, I don't truly know if he hits like a truck. Like, it just, the way his attacks are makes him feel like he hits like a truck. So, like... Yeah, he kinda has some Vatty vibes. You're right. You're right, Jack. I was disappointed with the story of that game. Potential me discussing spoilers for Age of Calamity for a minute. Actually, before I even do that, Jack, have you beat it? Where are the Lizalfos? I have to stop. I'm gonna go stop them now. And then get back to capturing the keeps. Yeah, I'm not even touching Zant or Girahim in this one. Not for lack of wanting to play as them, I like them. Or like I generally like them. I just want to get that 3,000, those 3,000 kills with these weapons so I can unlock it. You don't care. Okay. How far are you? I mean, this isn't a game that I'm super like I would super worry about spoilers with. There's nothing huge to spoil. Well, there's one huge thing to spoil. And I get the whole it's about the journey, not the destination, but like experiencing the story is part of the journey, and if I ruin story beats for you, then I'm ruining the journey, you know? Like when the completely different game series, but when the Last of Us 2 game came out and people like the leaks came out for The Last of Us 2 and people went out of their way to like read the story info. I don't get that. Wouldn't you? It's a lot more impactful to experience the story yourself for the first time, you know? And that being said, like Age of Calamity is not the narrative masterpiece that Last of Us Part 2 is, or that the original Breath of the Wild is. But you're watching others play it. How far have the others gotten? Like, I still, even if you're not the one playing it, if that's how you're experiencing it for the first time, I want you to experience it for the first time. No, I don't agree. I don't agree. I will argue against that, Jack. Oh god, I'm gonna be Girahim for a minute to go get that gold Skulltula, because he's already up there. I don't agree. It's not like telling someone what the Grand Canyon looks like and then going to the Grand Canyon. It's not. The Grand Canyon isn't a narrative. The Grand Canyon is a big hole in the ground. It's a wonder. It's cool to look at. I'm sure I haven't been, so I can't really say. And it's really cool and fun, or it could be really cool and fun to look at. And to be at, but there's not like part of the experience for most people anyway with the Grand Canyon isn't discovering that there's a big hole in the ground, you know? But playing through a video game, and I'm gonna like The Last of Us 2 is a better narrative example because no one comes to these type like warrior type games for story, although people might go to Age of Calamity for story. That's different because that's meant to be experienced in a certain way. And so it's designed and built around you experiencing it in the way that it's set up. And if you experience it in a different way, or if you like, it's valid to experience it in a different way, to look up spoilers and all that. You're more than welcome to. I have very strong feelings about narrative. I have very strong feelings about narrative in video games and just narrative in general. I am a writer. I am working on making myself more comfortable calling myself a writer. That is like my main career goal right now, to like make some money writing some stuff. And like develop the ideas I've had floating in my head for forever. So I have very strong feelings about narrative. I didn't mean to go into a weird narrative rant. I will, but first I'm going to go capture this other open settlement that Girahim is near. And these prisons. And I'm still just going to stick to Ganondorf. You dabble in fanfiction. Fanfiction's cool. One of the ideas I am working on is a potential Zelda animated TV series that basically accounts to fan fiction right now. You know? Fan fiction's cool. I don't read a lot of it, but it's still cool. God, I got in a weird... That was a long-ass tangent about narrative in video games and other media. Wow. I did like half this. That's cool. That's a cool thing about this game too, is that like when I don't have anything to talk about, I can probably bullshit talking about the game for a minute or for however long I need to. But when I go on a tangent, like my gameplay isn't really affected because it's just I kill the thing. That's the gameplay. I kill the thing and I win. Kill the things, I should probably say. Okay, so this is open. I want to go capture this keep up top. Then I will go do the other things the game wants me to do. The actual things the game wants me to do. I technically wanted Girahim to go up here to capture... Oh, it's closed! I wasn't even paying attention. This is closed off. I wanted to go in there. Whoops. Wasted time, then. I guess I can go open the thing over here. That's cool, Jack. That's exciting. And yeah, no, I mean, there's bad stuff in any writing. How many bad TV shows are on the air right now? Like, bad writing's just a thing. But the only way to get better at writing is to write. So like, there is the bad rep of like fan fiction in and of itself as a medium opens itself to a lot of bad writing because like fan fiction is based in fandom and people get excited about being a fan of a thing and want to put their ideas in it, but they aren't writers. They're not developed writers, and they're not like a lot of them aren't necessarily a lot of, and I mean I'm very speaking very broadly because a lot of fan fiction writers do care about what they write and just happen to be bad at writing. But a lot of people who like jump into fan fiction are just doing it to engage with the fandom, not to like write, not to be a writer or anything, you know? I'm just disappointed. It wasn't specifically about Aster, really. Though he was a lame character who didn't really do anything the entire game. I'm gonna just get into Age of Calamity spoilers. So, if you're watching live and you don't want that, I'm sorry. If you're not watching live, you're watching the re-upload. Go ahead and skip ahead a bit. Defeat all the prison guards. No, I was going to defeat the prison guard right now. Oh, whatever. I'm still going to go over there and fight these guys then. And that's why you should use multiple characters. And not just stick to one in a level like I am. But I want the kills. I was going to say a thing. Oh, I'm just really disappointed in the story of that game. Like the splitting the timeline thing. Because there's time travel in that it's a canon game. So that means we've created more Zelda timelines. And I really don't like that. When they announced it, like it makes a lot of perfect narrative sense to me for the prequel to Breath of the Wild, which, I mean, before Breath of the Wild, there's a huge war. It makes a lot of sense to me to make the prequel to Breath of the Wild a Warriors game where it's just all like huge action battles. And I really expected to like have a very like somber end to that game and like a huge downer ending where Link dies and is put in the like, ideally, what I wish would have happened was we got to play through, like, the end. Like, there's 4 levels where we're playing as the champions, like, in their divine beasts, like, trying to stop the blights, and then they lose and they die. And there's a level with Link and Zelda, and it's literally just you two. You have no allied troops, and it's just fighting through them all to try to survive. And it goes on until Link dies. And when Link dies, we get the cutscene of Zelda unlocking her powers, and then Zelda will go and put Link in the chamber, and then Zelda will go, and then Zelda goes and puts the Master Sword away, like we see. And then the final level is just Goddess Awakened Zelda plowing through enemies, getting to Hyrule Castle, where she seals Ganon, and then that's the end of the game. But we didn't get that. That would have been really freaking cool. And, like, there's possibility for DLC. I'm sure there will be DLC in Age of Calamity. Whatever it is, I will probably buy the DLC for Age of Calamity. Age of Calamity, I still enjoyed. It's a very fun game. It's just more Warriors game. It's just more of a Warriors game. And that's totally cool. That's totally fine. I like the game. I'm just very disappointed. Like, I don't say it's a bad narrative. I'm just very disappointed. There was so much potential to, like, especially with the type of game it was, to actually give us something that directly ties into Breath of the Wild. And unless they're gonna do some weird timeline bending stuff in Breath of the Wild 2, like, I'm disappointed that the path they went is the path they went. Is all. That's where I'm at. Also, if there was going to be a Hyrule Historia 2, I don't think Miyamoto would actually be the one to work on it at this point. I think Aonuma would have some insight, but then some other people would do the vast amount of work. We still don't technically... I don't think we technically know where Breath of the Wild falls in the timeline. And in, like, which timeline. I like the running theory... And the one I like is, like, no matter which timeline you're in, you eventually get to Breath of the Wild. It's the convergence theory. That's what I like. That's what I personally subscribe to. But this would mean, like, splitting the convergence would mean it converges into 2 possibilities. I don't know. And and the convergence thing isn't official. We don't know. We don't know if it converges. But I think that's the best way to do it. Also, the other theory is, since Nintendo came out and was like, timelines, this isn't true, but, like, it's called The Legend of Zelda. Like, the legend, if it's a legend and it's passed down, like, by word of mouth, it's gonna change every time someone tells it. So, like, that's why all the Zelda games are different. I wouldn't go ahead and say that. I see what you're talking about with the Artemis Fowl thing. I've never read Artemis Fowl. I've never seen the Artemis Fowl movie. I know it got, like, bad reviews, and it was not good compared to the book series it was based off of. But I wouldn't say Age of Calamity tramples all over its source material. I would say that with the trailers and whatnot, they set us up for something different. And usually I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of not giving everything away in your trailers if you're going to have trailers. I want to be surprised on the turns and like the twists that happen in your thing. It's just this twist was a bad narrative twist. And, like, the whole game is based around time travel. That's how Terrako, the little egg guardian, got there. Terrako is literally a time travel device. And Terrako is unfortunately the issue with the game. Because he's all the time travel. You felt disappointed at the end of the Artemis Fowl movie. Okay, I get you. Oh, he just kicks it open. But yeah, no, it's just... it's very disappointing. I'll stream that game at some point, I'm sure. It won't be a 400-hour completion stream like this one's gonna end up being. Because it's a much shorter game. And there's much less to do in it. But I won't get over that I'm so disappointed by it. I don't know if I'll ever get over it. It's a fine game. I will absolutely play it again. I really enjoyed it. The reason I'm streaming this game is because I enjoyed that game so much it made me want to come back and play this game. And I'm not, like, if I'm gonna stream Age of Calamity, I need to do my Breath of the Wild playthrough first, which is also gonna be a long, arduous task in and of itself, because if I do Breath of the Wild, when I do Breath of the Wild, the way I'm gonna, because I'm absolutely gonna do Breath of the Wild at some point on stream, but the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna play through it, not blind, but like with no guide whatsoever until I beat Ganon. Or until, like, I've reached a point where I'm like, okay, not until I beat Ganon. Until I reach a point where I'm just, like, comfortable with, like, okay, I've exhausted my own natural curiosity and sense of exploration. And then I'll pull up a guide, and we're going to 100% it. At risk. What's at risk? Oh, different. We'll get it later. So, yeah, I will... And you can hold me accountable. This is my promise now. When I do Breath of the Wild, that's how I'll do it. I'm going to start it just, like, emulating my first playthrough and just exploring and doing all that. And then it'll turn into a grind fest where I am just going ahead and getting all the Korok seeds and all the shrines and everything. Maybe not the compendium... Or maybe I will do the compendium, but I'll have to, like, get started on it as soon as I get the camera. Is it called the compendium? I don't remember. The thing, you take the pictures of the items and the enemies and stuff. That's what I mean. It's been a while since I've actually, like, really gotten into Breath of the Wild. And I'm sure that'll be that's a topic in and of itself. I've been thinking of maybe doing a scripted video. If I can ever, like... get all my thoughts down on why I think Breath of the Wild is the most immersive video game I've ever played. And I'm sure there are so many like other video essays and probably better done video essays and whatnot that I would do on the subject. But I feel like I have something to say, and like it's not something new, but it's something I want to say. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it a bit just on stream in general. I don't know what enemies are my enemies and what are my allies, because my army is a Stalfos army, right? I'm pretty sure my army is a Stalfos army. And we're fighting other Stalfos armies. And Bulbin armies, but... okay, cool. Get me talking and I go on a rant. I'm totally fine with that, though. I am very passionate about video games. I am very passionate about video games and narrative in video games for the longest time. And, like, there's still, like, a pipe dream of this. For the longest time of, like, growing up, I wanted to I wanted to make video games. And I'm still, like, very interested in making video games. I just think, when I was younger and I wanted to make video games, it was kind of from in all aspects. Like I wanted to be an auteur video game designer where I wrote it and I played it and I programmed it and all that jazz. I think I'm very interested in video games writing, but I'm more trained in. I can also play as other characters now. I've gotten my 3,000 kills. I'm very, very much interested in writing for video games, but I'm trained in I'm more trained. Trained is a not entirely accurate term. Okay, I'm gonna send everybody here. Who is closest? Is Zant closest? I think Zant's closest. Yeah, I don't know. Still figuring out what I want the writing streams to be. Because I do want to figure out some kind of a writing stream. I don't remember Zant's combos. I also wasn't prepared to have Zant in this level, so... to have Zant playable, I should say. I thought he was just going to be like an ally. Hey you wanna open your mouth again, please, so I can feed you some bombs? I know it's your favorite kind of food. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, Jack, if I got a little intense there. There's a Goma, too. Okay. Am I gonna fight all of the enemies? All of the big monsters? I might. Gonna kill the doggo first. Oh yeah, this sound that yep, I'm going to fight all the big monsters. The only one we're missing is not Aralfos. What's its name? It's basically an Aralfo. It's basically like a bigger Aralfos. Can you open your mouth? Please and thank you. Please? Thank you. Will this kill? It will kill. Great. No level, though. Let's let Girahim fight one of them. You can... No, that's not what I wanted to do. And we're going to order everybody over there, but... It's Manhandla. And then Ganon will finish the last one. You weren't paying attention. Jack, I'm hurt. I got very passionate there. Hey, you. I would like to not let the bosses team up. Let me go ahead and get angry, Girahim. Pretty sure I can knock the boss down with this attack. Can't even see Girahim's attacks here. I could have the hats, like... So what is it? What does that entail, Jack? The hats as in like the hats and powers of? Or like just literally if I could own their hats? Like what is owning their hat entail? And do you mean like literally their hat or like a copy of their hat? Like am I stealing Mario's hat right off his head or what, you know? Can you just go ahead and let me boomerang you, Manhandla? Please? Oh boy, Girahim is hurt. I'm just going right to Ganon now. Can I do anything with this? Just literally their hat. Okay. So I'm stealing their hat off their head. Do I get anything with the hat? Like, do any powers come through, or is it just, hey, you have Link's hat now? I need this answer, Jack. It's crucial to my answer. I should be using this time to stall and think about the answer, but I'm not. Like, do I get powers, or Is it well? I mean, even if I don't, if I'm literally getting their app, I want Cappy. Cappy, that's a no-brainer. That is a hat-based power, so Cappy from Mario Odyssey. Inputs from Breath of the Wild. Does she have a hat? I guess she does have a hat. Come with powers. Okay. Well, the thing is, like, if they didn't come with powers, Cappy comes with powers because that's his thing. So, like, that would have been a choice. But now if they come with the character's powers, like, I don't know. Now I gotta think. Is there anyone who, like, has freezing time powers that wears a hat? Because if there's anyone with freezing time powers that wears a hat, that's my choice. That's my first choice. I'm not familiar with the Looking Glass Wars, so I don't know anything about Hatter Madigan. But yeah, I would. I don't know enough about like superheroes or people with time-stopping powers to know if they have hats. Wait, does a mask count as a hat? Does a mask count as a hat? Like a full-on over-your-face mask? Like if I had Spider-Man's mask, would I have Spider-Man's powers? Because if the answer is yes, Spider-Man. Spider-Man's one of my people. Just 'cause. He's Spider-Man. Like, of course, who doesn't want to be Spider-Man? I should probably, like, do this for these guys. Because I have a feeling I'm going to have Zant and Girahim with me on the Ganon levels for a while. Oh, the hat has to have powers themselves? Oh, then, I mean, the only hat that I can think of that has powers in and of itself is Cappy. And I don't know that Cappy counts as a hat exactly, because, I mean, he is, but he's also like a living thing. He's not just a hat, you know? That's the only thing I can think of. Like, if it's just a fashion statement, like, I'll have to think about that a little bit, too. If it's just for a fashion statement, who's a fictional character that's got a good hat that I'd like to have? God, I don't know. I'm very, like, in terms of my own hats, I'm very, I was gonna say very conservative, but that actually has a hat, and no, I'm not a fan, of that hat, or conservatives, in general. I have lost my train of thought. But no, I'm very simple. Like I just wear basically baseball caps when I wear a hat. So like, but what's a cool fashion hat and a fictional character that I know of? I'm trying to who would I pick? Who would I pick? I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe I'll have to get back to that. I mean, I'm gonna say Cappy just because Cappy is basically a hat. Oops, I should have got one for that. That's all right. But Cappy's kind of a cop-out answer, and I understand that. And you know what? I'm gonna bump Girahim and Zant to 10. I'm not gonna bump Ganon though. Oh, Oh, it's one of those. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of characters that have that as like a concept. Interesting. Okay. The Minish, I mean, but again, like, this is the same thing with Cappy. Like, oh no, the actual Minish Cap, like the thing Vati is using. Okay. Because my mind went, is it Eslo? It's been such a long time since I played Minish Cap. First Zelda game I ever beat, by the way. Eslo's not actually a hat. He's a person. Sturdy feet. Oh, that's a bad thing. I'll just take Rupees Plus, I guess. And it's the strongest sword I've got.
With
okay.
Speed,
Vati's Minish Cap, what does it actually do?
His position in
Does it just strengthen his magic? I don't remember exactly what it does. Or does it grant wishes? It does something like that.
Of the Triforce.
That'd be a thing. I'd take that, I guess.
The Triforce of power, still in Lana's possession. Ganondorf had wielded it long ago and claimed it as his right. Regaining it would give him the might to seize the other two pieces.
Then yeah, I'd probably Minish Cap. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, I'd go for the Minish Cap.
Knowing she could never defeat him, Lana fled the valley even as the Hyrulean army rushed to her aid. But Ganondorf outmaneuvered her and cut off her retreat, attacking fiercely to retake the Triforce of power.
All right. Oh, it's just me. It is literally just Ganondorf in this one. Cool. Oh, and it's daytime in the Valley of Seers. I don't think we've... Well, it's not covered in darkness, I guess. I don't know if daytime is the right term. And Gorons, I need some of your stuff to level up. I feel like I should have given Ganon some levels here. He's not hitting as hard as I hoped. Oh, I will have Girahim and Zant later, it looks like. Cool. I just don't know if I don't have control of them currently, so I can't do anything there. Oh, they're trying to lock Girahim and Zant in, aren't they? Cool. I don't dislike young adult fiction. I feel like that's kind of a lot of where I gravitate towards. In terms of like TV too, like I've really been on an animated show kick, and like I finished She-Ra. She-Ra's the show I finished most recently, and that's definitely a young adult show. The thing is, like, I tend to, and this is a thing I'm trying to get over, but I tend to lean towards video games or TV rather than books when I'm going for, like, media for entertainment. And it's those are just the mediums I like more. Not that I dislike, I really do like reading. I just lean towards other mediums more. Okay, I have to save Girahim and Zant now. But first I'm going to take these keeps. I will. I'm doing things first, though. I'm busy. I had other plans. I'll get Girahim first, because he got captured first. And also, I'm going in that direction anyway. For the moment, at least. Great. That other one can die too, and I got a level. Levels are good. I want this. I want this. And I want this. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I mean, not weird, but like, I like reading. I enjoy reading. I just lean towards other mediums. And I think it's because I love video games. I've loved video games forever. Like, video games, if I had to be like, what's your comfort thing? My comfort thing is video games. I do video games. I play video games always. And TV is what I work in. I work in film and TV. So, like, my day job is that. So watching what I make is what people make in my, for lack of a better term, and this isn't exactly correct, but for watching what people make in my medium is just what I lean towards, you know? Okay, Girahim, you can go save Zant. And Ganon will go here, but I'm gonna go fight that Goron captain on the way. Well, here's the thing. We don't know that half of this Goron army I'm fighting are not female. None of the named Gorons we meet identify as female. But these guys, like, this entire army could be made up of females, and the females and males are just indistinguishable to the naked eye. Like, you know? We don't know. Unless there's actual Zelda lore somewhere that has that explanation. I doubt there's an actual Zelda lore explanation on how they procreate. I know what rally captains do. We've had rally captains before. Yeah, I mean, not that there's an actual Zelda lore explanation of how Gorons procreate. But there might be some sort of an actual explanation on Goron biological sex. And I don't mean the act, I mean, like, genitalia. Not gonna start a conversation on gender right now. I know you're dying, Zant. Girahim's almost there. Oh wow, Zant is really dying. I think I got him the potion though, so that'll be good. Nope, this way. Almost read the wrong way. Heal him up, Girahim. Oop. I don't remember any of... I do remember liking, or at least not disliking, Girahim and Zant. I just don't remember any of their moves. But yeah, I like to think that Goron, female and male, are biologically indistinguishable to the naked eye. And you probably have to be a Goron to know. That's my answer to that question. Okay, now what? Who's next? What do I got next? Actually, Zant, go take that place. That outpost. I haven't, yeah, Goron, I mean, I just, Goron biology, I didn't want to, like, I don't want to say something technically incorrect in terms of gender by referring, I don't know, I'm tiptoeing. I don't want to be accidentally disrespectful is all. Because I had no intention to be disrespectful. What am I doing? Who needs to do what? What keeps are open now? No keeps are open yet. But Girahim can go fight Impa. I didn't know Impa was here. And Ganon, after you're done fighting what you're fighting... Oh no, you can go fight another Impa. And Zant, I'll switch to you in a minute, and then I'll send you to fight probably a third Impa? No, it's all good. I mean, we continue to talk about Gorons. I just don't want to be accidentally disrespectful when talking about Gorons. Where... Gotta find a skull. It's probably behind that rock right there. Oh, it's absolutely behind the rock right here. Boom. 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 Okay, Zant, take this outpost in the name of your lord, Ganondorf. But you will never refer to him by name because he is your sire. And then you can go ahead... Does anybody... Oh no, you can go ahead and fight the Impa, I'm assuming. Yep, that's right there. And I'm gonna go to Girahim now. Hey you, you're not the Impa, but I'll kill you too anyway. Where's the Impa? There it is. There they are. She is. Why are there 4 Impas? Is it gonna be... Oh, and she's got the better Impa weapon. The Naginata. I like Impa's Naginata better than her, actual, a Phantom Double. That's what it is. I like her Naginata better than her big giant sword. More Impa duplicates! There's so many Impa duplicates. Oh, that was the one Ganondorf was supposed to fight, wasn't it? I guess... Oh, and Girahim was supposed to fight a different one. You can go fight that one, I guess. I'll switch to Zant. You're not Impa! Where's the messenger? Actually, that's where Ganon can go. Go stop the messenger. I'm having the lackey, like, take out the, I know how these guys work. Why are you giving me... We've had messengers before. I was saying something and I lost my train of thought. There's one small bit. Oh, the Rito Town pins at the end. I think there's probably like an explanation to it as like, it's just Rito feathers that the Ritos themselves have donated or like collected as they molt. If they're birds, they must molt. So like, it's creepy if you think that like people are like poaching Rito. Then again, like Age of Calamity, like the 4th level is slaughtering the Rito tribe. Basically. I think real Impa is probably in the enemy, or my base. Wait a minute, someone's in my base? That's probably real Impa. Ganon, go save the base. But yeah, no, that's I mean, understandable that it, I get how you're like, yeah, it's like a human stuffing a bed with human hair. But it is, I mean, it's feathers versus hair. I feel like a hair bed wouldn't be comfortable. Beds are made of down and like feathers, you know? So. I like to imagine it's a willing thing from the Rito. Where is this Impa? The Impa in this area. Is it not here? Who are you? Who did I send you against? If not the Impa, who did I send you against? Alright, go get... Oh, I sent you against that one. You're just not in the way because you're terrible. Alright. Ganon, what are you doing? Oh, this must be real Impa. So I'll just kill real Impa. And then we'll go save our home base. Goodbye. Yep, and you're dead. Can you drop something? I got some stuff off of the other Impas. But I'd love an Impa drop off of you, and I'm not going to leave until I get one. Oh, there's still other Impa doubles, though. So I'm still going to let Ganondorf... Oh, no, it's a Goron Captain. I'll let Ganondorf go down there. I don't care. But I just want to keep killing the individual Gorons that come after me. And I want you to drop something, please. Thank you. Ganon can still go down there. Zant is fighting some stuff. Where did Girahim go? Oh, he's way down there now. Go to the eastern room. Zant will go to the western room. And we'll go from there after we kill all this stuff. This might be the last map of the night. We'll see where we're at when it's over. Oh, we found Lana. The White Sorceress. You're gonna tell me to stop the guard troop. Western room, that's where I'm going. Well, first I'm gonna kill the summoner on the way, and then I'm going to the western room. That's where I was gonna send Zant anyway. So it worked out perfectly. Hey you, let's tussle with magic. You're dead. And I will just obliterate this keep boss for the sake of obliterating the keep boss. It's gonna be a Ganon chest, though. Yeah. So, Ganon, come get it. And Zant can go capture the other base. Did I get... I think I got one of the Ganon's chests in this level already, right? I'm not sure, actually. I'm not into Total War the concept. And I haven't played any of the games. I went through an RTS phase when I was younger, but it was before... I don't know if it was before Total War, but it was before I knew about Total War. And I never got into it. And I'm like kind of past my RTS phase now, so I don't know. Not that I dislike RTS games, but I don't gravitate towards them generally anymore. Where's Ganon? I think it's faster if I just move him. Also, I'll save this Darknut while I'm here. Kill some Goron captains to hopefully get some drops, which I need. Alright. We're gonna move forward, kill Lana, and that might be it for the night. Or maybe I'll do one more after. I don't know yet. I don't care if the East Palace falls. This is not who I meant to do this to, but whatever. I was going to save it for Lana. But I killed a Goron captain with it, so it's fine. And I can just do this. I need to use the pots in the keeps more. Like, they're just sitting there. I may as well, like, break them open and get the power-ups, right? I don't think it's going to hit Lana, but it's going to hit the stuff in front of her. Oh, she ran right into it. My rampage ends now because I'll have no reason to continue to rampage after I beat you. That's the only reason. Oh, I didn't know there was a Hyrule Total War mod. That's cool. If I ever played Total War, I will definitely look into it, but I just don't foresee myself getting into it anytime soon anyway. I also unfortunately have a lot less time than I used to. Oh, Lana's not it. I thought Lana was going to be the end of the level, but no, I can still do things. So did I get the Triforce of Power? Is it actually mine now? It is. Not, because Lana is in the Fairy Fountain. Now we gotta kill her again. Come on, boys. Or maybe she'll actually get away or something. I don't know. Oh, that is a lot of Lanas. Girahim, go after one of them. Zant, go after the second one. Ganondorf, the third. I'll put this pot on the way. There will be no fleeing. Actually, I might be able to get all three of them with Ganondorf. Hey, you. I don't think I'm gonna hit any of them, but I hit one of them. I hit all of them, I think. You're not who I want. There's a... I gotta check this. I'm gonna... This might screw me. This might screw me. Doing this might screw me a little bit. I know. I mean, it still might. Okay, I'm gonna switch to... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do! Stop it. I need to go kill that Lana. I hope Zant can hold those two Lanas off before before Ganondorf gets over there. I can definitely take this one out, though. Alright, I think I won. Ouch, against this Lana. Right there. Drop something, please. Drop something, drop something, drop something. Thank you. Okay, Zant. Double Lana fight here. I really want it to be Ganondorf, though, so it's Ganondorf. Zant's got him on the hook. You can die. Drop. Yes, thank you. Boom. And take all of this damage, please, and thank you. I think I hit both of them, hopefully. I mean, that's the general, like, universal world building, sure. But each game has its own... It has its own world building, because Hyrule is not the same game. And absolutely the best one for that is Breath of the Wild. Because I focused on it more. And it's all environmentally told. I mean, that doesn't necessarily make it better, but with the type of game that Breath of the Wild is, it fits. I killed the last one too fast. For all this text. Also, they've kind of scrapped the three goddesses angle at this point, and generally are leaning towards just Hylia, just one. Although I think technically Hylia, like, I could be wrong, but I think Din, Furore, and Nehru made Hylia to protect the Triforce, so she's like a lesser goddess to the original three? I feel like that's not ever actually explained. It might be explained in Hyrule Historia, which I haven't read in years. But, they don't really refer to the original three goddesses anymore. Yeah. Cool. Battle of the Triforce. I think let me bazaar, and then I think I'm gonna call it for the evening. I've got to go do dishes. That I should have done before I came on, probably, but I also wanted to stream. Oh yeah, that's definitely interesting. I do like me a questionable morality. I don't know if questionable is the right word that I meant there. A not black and white morality. That's better. I still got a minute, Jack, but yeah, good night. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the viewership. Oop. And the conversation. I appreciate the conversation as well. I went on a number of rants. And like good rants, like passionate rants. Okay. Now that they're all bizarred out, next time we will take on the Battle of the Triforce. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.